Community economic development is the process by which local people build organizations and partnerships that interconnect profitable business with other interests and values. In CED, a lot more people get involved, describing how the community should change and look for ways to make their actions and investments reinforce the wishes and intentions of the whole community. The Manitoba Economic Development Advisory Committee is pleased to present on DVD a 1-hour community economic development practitioner Train the Trainer session hosted by renowned CED practitioner Walter De Silva. Walter has developed a high-energy, interactive information delivery process that both teaches and motivates participants to use best practices to support and facilitate growth for their communities and regions.
Nobody's interested in money. And yet everybody is interested in money. There's a lot of money for business development. There's a lot of money for community economic development. The key is using it wisely.
What I'm hoping that will be achieved from this training session is that participants take back this community planning process and utilize it within their communities as a tool to help them move forward in developing their community plans.
With economic development, I think you need trained and qualified economic development officers, and if you don't have that, then they're going to lack skills that they need in order to carry out the job. They need training in business development, business planning development.
You know, it involves commitment, dedication, and your passion and your love for your own community. And I guess that's why I feel that it's involving the people that are at the grassroots level. At the same time, connecting, you know, I know we have a young generation that's been educated and learned, bridging that gap, helping them come back, fit in, you know, marrying knowledge with experience.
This module and this model that has been supplied to us the last couple of days, not only should we get our economic development professionals trained in this, but I think every department head should be trained in business or economic development, and including every employee with the band. Having these tools in place that we've worked on in the last couple of days will give the departments an opportunity to see what it takes to have good business and economic development sense in the community, and that also builds a great team.
The training video will also include information on how to conduct a community economic development SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is a strategic planning tool used to evaluate the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats involved in the economic development of a community.
Doing a SWOT analysis, you know, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, that's like your roadmap. It's a vision for your community. It's all about community effort, not just one person. It takes a whole community to build a community.
There's a lot of good practices in place, a lot of good models in place, so communities have that opportunity now to mold it to their likings. And when you have a good team, it all stems from governance down to good team, good infrastructure, good planning, and good community buy-in.
Community economic development is action taken locally by a community to provide economic opportunities and improve social conditions in a sustainable way. CED is a community-centered process that blends social and economic development to foster the economic, social, ecological, and cultural well-being of communities. Providing individuals with the proper tools as community economic development practitioners for their own communities is sure to help empower the whole community to handle its own destiny.
Having tools that are flexible, that can move and change and morph and adapt as needed, because no community is the same, right? Which is true. And there are different sizes, they're at different levels, I guess you can say, in terms of economic development.
I think for sure this should be taught to the leadership in the communities.